Guys, it's Liam Neeson versus wolves. That's what the film should have been called. What's the grey? It's Liam Neeson fighting wolves. The tagline is, live and die on this day. Fuck that. The tagline and title should have been, it's Liam Neeson fighting fucking wolves. Bam! I would go to see that. The last survival thriller I watched involving snow and a fight against wolves was Frozen, which came out in 2010. It's an intense and entertaining movie that frustrated the hell out of me because the characters make some of the dumbest decisions you'll ever see in a film. Almost from the very beginning, I was shouting advice and orders at the screen that annoyingly went unheard. They could have all lived, goddammit! Thankfully, The Grey isn't like that at all. It's a sort of film you'll want to go to with a pen and pad to jot down notes on exactly what to do if you ever find yourself in a similar situation. What would Liam Neeson do? Next time I'm on a plane, I'm going to look for an empty row of seats so that I can use all of the seatbelts if we ever crash. Neeson's character Otway works with an Alaskan oil drilling team, a throng of outcasts and ex-cons. His job is to defend the group from wolf attacks. His task is made a tad more difficult when the plane they're in crashes in the middle of wolf hunting ground. Otway tries to lead the ragtag gang to safety.
We need a fire. Then we find food. If we don't move and work now, we'll all freeze to death.
Director Joe Carnahan filmed this in Snowy Smithers, British Columbia, which was a good decision. A lot of the film's strength comes from the group's lack of mobility in the snow, as the wolves are bearing down on them and quick evasion is made impossible.
Listen, get up, get up. Don't move. Stare right back at him.
People involved in the film will have you believe that it's more than a simple survival thriller, that it's an exploration of the human psyche, but they're overvaluing their product here. If you go into this expecting a deep, thoughtful exploration of anything, you're bound to be disappointed. The problem is that the characters, including Neeson's Otway, are as interesting as cardboard. They've all got a cliché backstory and about one characteristic to make them distinguishable from the rest of the group. It's not enough. Is there a man who brainlessly challenges Otway's leadership without offering a constructive alternative? Absolutely, and you can bet your mum's earrings that he'll learn his lesson before the end credits. It's lazy screenwriting and it doesn't touch on actual humanity enough to deal with the issues it brushes over. It's a real shame because The Grey doesn't excel as a simple genre piece either. I wasn't biting my nails on the edge of my seat and at no point did I need to hide under my girlfriend's jumper. The wolves are awfully convenient. They stay out of the way long enough for the characters to develop their backstories and then jump in just in time to drive the plot forward. Our characters are in the woods. It's nighttime. They have a fire going. Then, wolves begin to howl all around them. There must be 100 of them. Holy smoke, that ain't no joke. Wait, our characters are defenseless and weak. Why don't the wolves just eat the crap out of them? There are like 100 of them. They should just start chewing. What are they waiting for? See, The Grey is based on a short story, and a 2-hour film just stretches it to its limit. Stretching it out has a detrimental effect on the intensity and makes the film seem somewhat contrived. On top of that, the wolves don't feel real. There were people snickering in the cinema. They were fearsome and all, but they just didn't behave in the way you'd expect wild animals to behave. There are moments that make you roll your eyes. The conflicts with the wolves are unsatisfying. The fights are either difficult to see because of extreme close-ups and fast edits, or they're impossible to see because Carnahan chooses to cut away from the action. I got a sense this was intentional, not for filmic effect but to keep the age rating down to 15, whereas a natural telling of the story would have made it an 18. Carnahan's previous forays into directing include The A-Team and Smokin' Aces. Needless to say, he still has a lot to learn, and his lack of confidence with this sort of storytelling is clear to see. This time last year, another survival thriller was doing the rounds, 127 Hours. Now that's a nail-biting, hide under your girlfriend's jumper sort of film that is also an incredible exploration of the human psyche. A good survival thriller should provide both. That's a given with this genre. Unfortunately, The Grey tries admirably but falls short on both fronts. There's no way I can give The Grey 5 out of 6 stars just because Liam Neeson fights wolves. This film promised to be a thrill ride, but ends up stumbling along like our heroes in the snow. 4 out of 6 stars is the most I can give it. Remember, if you enjoyed this review, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have anything to say, you know where to put it. Bye, au revoir, doei, see you next time.